Hello P6 children. Hello P6 children. Saluba Hassan is my name and I'm going to teach you science, term 3. Remember we had started our first topic, which is water. We had the first lesson, the second lesson, and now this is the third lesson. In our third lesson, we are going to talk about advantages of soft water. Advantages of soft water. Soft water uses less soap. When you use soft water, especially when you are washing clothes, you need to use less soap to finish the washing or to become successful with your washing of clothes. Two, soft water makes washing easy. Soft water makes washing easy. Then we can talk about the examples of soft water. Examples of soft water. One, we have rainy water. Rainy water is an example of soft water. Why is it called soft water? Because it forms lather with the soap. Remember I told you that soft water is the water which forms lather with the soap. Soft water is the water which can easily form lather with the soap. So rainy water forms lather with the soap so easily. Then two, we can have distilled water as an example of soft water. Distilled water as an example of soft water. Why? Because distilled water can easily form lather with the soap. Then we can talk about the hardness. What makes, we can talk about hard water. Hard water is the water which does not easily form lather with the soap. Hard water is the water which does not easily form lather with the soap. What brings about this hardness in water? It is the presence of calcium and magnesium in water. So when water contains calcium and magnesium, it is going to be so hard for that water to form lather with the soap. Then how do we remove this hardness from hard water? We have two ways of removing hardness from water. One, we can boil water in order to make it soft. Two, we can add chemicals to hard water in order to make it soft. Then we can see the advantages of hard water. This hard water can be used in making beer. Hard water can be used in making beer. Hard water can be used in making beer. Then hard water strengthens the bones and teeth in our bodies. I told you what makes water hard, the presence of calcium and magnesium. Then those minerals help in strengthening the bones and teeth in our bodies. Disadvantages of hard water. Hard water leads to wastage of soap. Because I told you, you have to use a lot of soap in order to make hard water form lather with the soap. But it is not easy, as I told you. Two, hard water leaves stains on clothes when we wash. It is not easy to wash clothes very well without leaving stains, having used the hard water. Then we can see the properties of water. Water exerts pressure. We have one property which is water exerts pressure. The second property, we can say that water finds its own level. When put in a container, it takes up the level. It takes up the level in the container, especially it depends on the positioning of the container. Now we can have our chart here which properly explains the properties of water as I've told you. So the first property I told you, water exerts pressure. When you see this container of liquor, the water is flowing at different levels and it is flowing using different speeds. Now, in a container, the pressure in water increases with an increase in the depth. When water is put in a container, the pressure increases with an increase in depth. Then, when you see here, water is flowing at a higher pressure and is moving at least far away from the container compared to other flows here. Then two, water finds its own level. When you put it in a container, the way you position the container, it affects the level of water in a container. So let me stop here, then we shall meet next time in the next lesson, which is our lesson 4. Thanks for listening.